Okay, so let us start by just warming up the ankles a little bit. So we're going to stand hip joint width apart. Stand hip joint width apart and just connect into the heels and also the balls of the feet. And notice how that changes your posture, your standing posture. So rather than leaning forwards or leaning backwards, if you anchor your heels and also anchor the balls of the feet, let's notice how your spine responds to that. So we're going to lean forwards, keeping the heels on the floor. So it's as though you're in a ski jump. Okay. And then sending your heel bones even further downwards into the floor, keeping your toes connected to the floor. You're going to lengthen back. So we're not going to scrunch the toes though. Okay. And then you're going to send your weight forwards. Again, I always think that I'm about to do a massive ski jump here. And then just send your weight backwards. One more. And just notice if your thigh bones move. They will. But it's just an interesting observation of where your thigh bones are moving with just this small balance movement. And then we're going to lift up one heel, sending that knee forwards. Sink down with the heel, open up the other ankle. And come down and up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I want you to, whilst you're doing this, consider drawing your sides into your middle of your body. So you're activating your torso, your abdominal area. So we're not just sort of starting to slump down here. I want to really think about lifting up through the crown of the head, connecting in to your musculature. Okay, just a couple more. And then we're going to step forward. So we're going to do this lunging work without support, without pressure, and then we're going to turn around and use the wall. Okay, so you're going to come forwards with one leg. So I've got my right leg forwards, my left leg behind, and I want you to be in a slightly comfortable, not comfortable position in terms of the lengthening out the back of your back leg, so the back calf and the back leg. Okay, so send your heel away of the back leg and notice where your calf is today in terms of how much tension is there in your calf. Okay, you might feel, might be a little bit wobbly like I am today, this morning. So maybe place your hands on your hips. And then you're going to lift up that back heel, so the back knee bends, keeping this front leg static, send the heel away, lifting up onto the ball of the foot and then back. So I want you to make sure that your toes are nice and equal across the floor as you do this movement, opening and closing the heel. This is a good one for balance as well. Two more. Good, and send that heel away. Now we're going to come forwards with the foot and then send the second leg away. So again, just check in. Where's the tension? How much tension? Be curious about the differences in the side. So for me, this side is under much more tension here. Okay, so bend the back knee, lift the heel, send the heel away. Good. Lifting up through the side body as you're doing this. Bring your arms out to the side, perhaps, if you'd like to. Or you can bring your arms up. So the more, or the further your arms are away from your body or up towards the ceiling, the more control that you need to create for your body. Good. 2 more here. And then come forward. Bring your feet either side of each other and just let the arms drop down for a moment and connect into the feet, and notice if there are any differences. There might not be. Okay, so now we're going to do the same again on the first leg. So bringing the leg backwards. So sinking that heel down. Now let's bring the arms out to the side here, really focusing on lengthening the arms. Check where the shoulders are they up by your ears? Draw up them down, create space between the earlobe and the shoulders. Reaching away with the arms, anchoring down the front foot, gathering the sides of your body into the middle to create that sense of connection. And then open up the ankles, send the heel away. Good. Open up the ankles, send the heel away, knee bends and lengthens. Knee bends, lengthens. 3 more. 2 and 1. Good. Bring that foot together. So this is also really fabulous for helping open up the fascia of the foot, as well as strengthening the ankles. Send the go to the second leg. So second leg is now back. Let's bring our arms up towards the ceiling this time, and then bend the back knee, open, lift the heel, ankle, opening. So if you're doing this and you feel a little bit wobbly, then do go and give yourself a little bit of support. Ooh. Good. 3, 2, and then final one. Come up, open out the arms, and just roll the shoulders here. And then reverse the circle of the shoulders. Now, we're going to I'm going to turn around, so I've got my wall behind me. What I'd like you to do is, I'm going to move this mat. So you're going to place your flat of your hands onto the wall, and then you're going to bring your right foot behind you in a lunge. Okay. Then you're going to bend your elbows and notice the force or the increased pressure on your ankle joint, your back ankle joint. Okay. And just, you can move your hands around depending on what's comfortable for you, but you're pushing into the wall and sending the right heel away. And then you're going to lift the heel just as we did on that lunge before, and then send the heel away. And notice the difference in the weight on that foot. Because you're coming forwards, you're basically pushing into the wall, so you're creating more weight on this ankle movement. That's it, good. Let's lift and lengthen that calf 3 more times. And then come back, feet hip joint width apart. Just before you move the left leg away, just think about the difference in your side. So for me, my right side is suddenly a lot lighter, a lot longer, feels more spacious than the left. So you're going to take your left foot behind you, come into a lunge, bend your knee, and then again, just bring your weight into your hands. Notice how that creates pressure in the back of your leg. And then you're going to lift the ankle up, send it away. Good. Open up ankle, send it away. Three more. So even though it's a similar movement to the one that we just did without the wall, it's got a very different feel to it. Good. One more. And then come back. And just take your hands off the wall and just check in with either side of your body and just notice how they're both feeling. Are they feeling a little bit more equal? Okay, so we're going to stay with the wall. And we're going to lean away, sort of move the body away so you're leaning in. So you're on the balls of your feet here, leaning into the wall. Okay, and then you're going to send at the last, sort of at the furthest away for your foot. So your left foot comes flat down, but I want it to be so there's a real length going on. And then you're going to lift your right leg up. So, so send your heel away on your left foot. So it's feeling really long under tension, and then you're going to lift up your right foot and place it just by your ankle. So we're going to do some single heel raises here. Remember, you're leaning into the wall. So you're going to lift up with the left foot, open up the ankle, then sink the heel behind and lift up and down. Open up the ankle, nice weight across the whole of the foot. One more. So 3 on each side. Now we're going to place the right foot down, send that heel away. Really focus on pressing your hands into the wall. Bring your left foot up to the inside of the right leg, just by the ankle, and lift up and away, up and away, up and away, up and away. Bring that both the legs down. Now I want you to just gently bend your elbows so you're putting a little bit more weight into your hands. And then you're going to lift both heels up, send them both away. Both heels up, send them both away. Both heels up. Eye gaze ahead of you. Good. Now you're going to come to the left heel, single heels on the left leg. 2, 3. And then we're going to do double legs. 2, 3. And then we're going to switch to the right leg, lifting up the heel. 2, 3. Double legs. 1, 2, 3. Left 3, 2, 1. Double. 2, 3. And right. 2, 3. Well done. Bring the feet down. Come away from the wall. And just shake your legs. And just find your feet. Just notice how they are. So you may find that the soles of your feet feel a lot more open. So let's go into some squats, some close-legged squats. So feet are hip joint width apart still, and you're going to be flexing at the knees, and you're going to be sending your bottom away. So rather than being open wide like this, we're going to be that. Okay, so feet are hip joint width apart, and you're going to bring your arms forwards and then up towards your ears. You're going to send your bottom away, turning the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Good. And I want you to shift your weight backwards into your heels a little bit more, so it looks a little bit more like a chair. And then come back up. Open the arms out to the side, sweep them forward, send your bottom away, widening your pelvis at the sides. Send your sacrum up towards the ceiling to give your spine that ability to lengthen. Eye gaze is beyond you. Up we come, out to the side. One more here. Turning your pelvis up towards the ceiling, lengthening the arms towards the ears. Good. Okay. And then we're going to bring the legs wide. And we're going to sink downwards. So rather than flexing forwards at the hip, we're going to sink downwards. So I always think about, do you have an anchor attached to your tailbone that's dropping down into the floor and beyond? And then lengthen up. Let's use the arms, sinking down and up, sinking down, widening the pelvis, sending the knees away. So I've just checked my knees. My thighs are going inwards. So it's like more attention on the outer edges of my feet, but check yours. What's happening with you? And lengthen. And again, sinking down. Feel the expansion here with the knees. And up. And one more. Stay here. And I want you to lift one heel, then the other heel. Alternate heel lifts. And see if you can do this without too much movement in your pelvis. So you're opening up the ankles. There's not a huge amount of coming up and down. Good. One more on each side. And then sink the heels down, lengthen the legs. Spiral your feet inwards, so you're still wide. And we're going to do a little bit of an internal rotation here. Be gentle, check in with your knees before you do it, or as you're doing it. Don't go too far. It looks a little bit weird. We're going to roll inwards and then outwards. So think about spiraling your thigh bones inwards, keeping weight across the feet, and then spiraling the thigh bones away as you come up. Spiraling inwards, spiraling away. Inwards for down, spiraling away for up, and again, and up. Now let's bring our feet wide again. Okay, and then we're going to bend the knees. We're going to come up with one ankle and then up with the other ankle. Sink the first ankle down, heel down, second heel down, and up. Let's do that again. Sink down into that plie. Up with one foot, second foot, down with first, down with second, and lifting up. And again, first heel, second heel, first heel down, second heel down. And again, we're going to do two heels now. So up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, and lengthen the legs. And again, sinking down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, and press up. Now we're going to go do that again, but use the lead with the, what was the second heel. So I was leading with my right, so I'm going to now lead with my left. So whichever way you were leading, switch it over. So bending down, you're going to lift up the left, then the right, then down with the left, down with the right, and come back up. And again, down, up, up, down, down. And just again, notice how your body's responding to this. That's it. And come up, one more, up, up, down, down. So we're going to do that double. So we're going to do up, up, down, down, up, down, down, and then come up. Okay. Down we go. Anchoring our pelvis downwards and then lift up, up, down, down, up, down, down, lengthen the legs. And again, bending the knees, up, down, down, up, down, down, and come back up. Okay, now we're going to roll downwards towards the floor and find your fingers on the floor. Take a breath here. And then you're going to bend your knees, sink your pelvis downwards. Maybe your hands come onto the floor. Just drop your head down. Then lengthen the legs and just notice what happens with your hands, whether they need to lift up a little bit. Spiral the knees away. That's it, good. Just really deeply connecting in with your legs and then up and then again. So here I want you to lift both the heels and keep yourself supported on your fingertips and then sink down, lengthen the legs. And again, come into that deep plie. Lift the heels up, sink the heels down, lengthen the legs, bend the knees. Up we come, down we go, and lengthen, and again. So I'm going to try this move, and you can try it with me too if you'd like to. You're going to come into the plie, you're going to lift up the heels, and then I want you to do a standing roll up with the heels up, bring the arms up, and then curl down, bending the knees with the heels up. That's not particularly very gainly, but just see where you get to. And if your heels want to drop on the floor, then that's totally fine. It's just about where is my body in space? Where is my control in my ankles? And how much do I have? That's really good. Well done. Okay. Bending down, lifting up the heels, curling up. So you are going to have to use your midline connection quite a lot here. And then bend the knees, curling down. Heels down, lengthen the legs. And again, up we come. Lifting up from the front of the spine, lengthen the legs, and curling down, and lengthen. Okay, so now just move from side to side when you're down with your fingers on the floor. And then let's lift the heel of the bent leg and come down. And then bring the foot up, roll onto the heel, and just point and flex your ankle here. Good. And then open up the ankle to come across, lift your bottom up, and then come over onto the other side and then switch back. Let's just do that movement again. Side to side, heels are both on the floor. And then you're going to come over, lift the bent knee, heel, roll the leg, roll the foot up, and then just open and close your ankle. So it's kind of flossing the back line of your thigh. Good. Come over to the other side with the hands. Now lift that heel, spiral your foot, flex your ankle. Be really gentle here. So really open up this supporting heel. And then roll your foot forwards, to bend the knee, come over to the other side, lift the heel when you need to, and again, externally spiral your thigh bone out here. Breathe. And then come back over. Spiraling away. Heel down. And bring your foot forwards, come over. And spiral your foot up. Good. Now come into the middle. Sink downwards with your bottom and then send your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Just send a little bit more weight into your heels. And then come over more into your hands. And then sway backwards into your heels. And come into your hands. So encouraging a little bit of weight bearing from the top of the body, from the upper body. And then sink the heels down for the final time. Lift up from the front of the spine, come up to standing. And then bring your feet inwards so your hip joint width apart. Check in with your feet. And just notice your midline, notice your central line in your body, your spine, and how it's feeling after just that short amount of work on the legs. And it's yes, you're going to be checking out what's going on with your legs, but it's really interesting how it has how leg movements have a whole impact on the spine and the upper body. So yeah, that is your moves for today.